out to watch my seventh grade, and they playing this weekend at Harwood, and this is after a weekend we played in Ladera. Got our butts kicked somewhat. We played Paul George Elite and the Truth, which is Paul Pierce's AAU club. It was some tough battles for sure, and we were playing a lot of reclass kids at the middle school level, seventh, eighth grade. Reclasses is just prominent all over. I do more talking about that in my podcast, so go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link down there for that if you want to see more of it. But moving on from that, we played this weekend at Harwood, so I told the boys, I'm expecting some high expectation because, in my opinion, my seventh grade is one of the best true seventh grade teams in the area. Like, and when I mean true, like no reclasses, all legit age. Even one of my kids just turned 12. He's actually in sixth grade, and I play him up. And so I really wanted them to come out strong. We did not look good at first. We came out very flat. We were playing down, in my opinion. No knock on the teams we played, but I think my teams kind of set themselves to a standard that they have to fulfill, and we weren't doing it at first, and it was frustrating. But I kind of called him out, chewed him out. If you obviously see some of the video clips, you'll hear it yourself. And the interesting part with this age group, you got to keep in mind you're preparing them for high school, so you kind of have to be harder on them, like what they're expected to do in high school, because that's the prep. And then from high school, we're obviously trying to transition into potentially college. So the first game was against Gym Rats, I think their team name was, and we came out real stagnant, real slow, but then eventually we picked it up. Our defense carries a lot. Like I said, the seventh grade are the epitome of the defensive principles I preach. I run a pack line defense with Texas Tech no middle, Loyola's philosophy of sitting on the right side, Michigan, their isolation defensive principles, some of the Golden State Warriors, point and switch transition stuff. So we do a lot of hybrid defense stuff. That's why I think my teams, ultimately all of them from my youngest fourth, fifth grade, all the way to my high schools, are very competitive because I implement a lot of defense in our philosophies. But ultimately the boys did well. I think Miles came out pretty tough. Joe is a great leading future scorer. Keep an eye on that kid, Joe McNeil. His dad played football, Division II. He's just a good kid. I got some really good guards. I got a big named Greg, came with us from Rose City. Really a multi-talented big, can shoot the three, can dribble, can pass the ball. So he's just a added bonus and relief. And the best part is all my families on this middle school team are really cool. They all get it. I have a sharpshooter with Will, Micah, who's kind of a utility knife who can do a little bit of everything. He has some dumb moments, but he does some great stuff too. He's what you call a plus minus player. So my seventh grade group's real fun to watch. By far the toughest kid on my team, his name's Zach, and he's my smallest kid. So it's just real funny how that works. Your smallest kids is usually your toughest. He was a work in progress when I first got him, but his potential is through the roof now, man. He's fast, he's super aggressive, he gets after it. Very unorthodox shooting ability, very unorthodox dribbling, but it works for him. His game is very unorthodox, but it works for my system. So just a great group of boys. But yeah, they did their thing against the Gym Rats, and we got the win, and hopefully we'll get the second win against I Train Hoops. That's how you master defense as a team collectively. You just over communicate. So right from the jump, come out ready to go. Okay, run 5 flat and Chico. 5.5%. 5 flat Chico. Run to your primary spots. You are the 4. 1 to the 4 spot. You understand?
Yes, coach.
All right, let's get it done. Let's go. Execute. 1, 2, 3.
Execute.
Start 5. Get there, Will, go! Eyes up, Joe. three of the guards. Look for one of them. You understand? The rest of you guys get back to your spot. Even in spread, just run, get the ball back middle sideline. Take a seat. Eyes up, Joe. Eyes up. Good block, Joe. Look up, Greg. Have it. Have it. Have it. Attack or shoot.